a secretary to keep up with this lot. I swear the Prime Minister doesn't have an agenda as tightly packed as we have. Nurses coming and going, trips to the surgery. He probably has about 15 people telling him where to go and what time to be there. And I bet he doesn't have to catch a bus to get there either. When did it get like this? My life used to be so simple. I'd get up, kiss Bill goodbye as he left for work, sort the kids out, get them washed and dressed, Rice Krispies and toast, and when the coast was clear, indulge myself with a power shower. And maybe watch a bit of GMTV while sipping my first coffee of the day, 2 slices of brown toast with marmalade. Then maybe tidy up a bit, and then pop down the road for a few hours to work at Jackie's salon. Join in everyone's conversations about everybody else's life while they sat and had a nice cut and blow dry. Tell you, I could be doing one of those myself right now. I don't think the budget will stretch to a pamper session at the salon. In fact, I know it wouldn't. Nothing left to stretch. Oh God. Listen to me. Bill's the one who's ill and I'm moaning because I can't have a makeover. I don't know how he copes. Saying that between you and me, I've heard him crying to himself sometimes. Don't let on that I've heard. He's a proud man. Not proud as in stubborn, but proud of his family. Family, you see, it's everything. Bill's always been such a strong man and we've always come first in everything he's ever done. He's always been like that, always putting other people before himself. I think that's what I first noticed about him. Always so caring. Well, that and his smile. He was so good looking. And still is, to me. And always will be. But back then, he had it all. He was the whole package. I was a very lucky girl. Is that why this is happening? Was it all going too well? Is this some sort of payback from a life that's going very well, thank you very much, to one where I don't even know what day of the week it is half the time because I'm too tired to think? I wonder if I'd noticed something sooner, and if I had, would it be this bad? He used to say things like, "Who's tightened the petrol cap?" as he struggled to open it. Or he would have difficulty using his knife and fork properly during tea time, or even struggled doing his hair. At the time I didn't realise. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. It seemed like nothing, but when you look back it all seems so obvious. I didn't recognise the signs of MND. I hadn't even heard of it. Certainly know about it now. It's become a part of my life, like a new and very unwanted member of the family. I don't like to say this because I feel guilty when I do, and I wouldn't say it to anybody else, but I feel quite alone sometimes. I feel as if I've been put in charge of everything and there's no one else to help me sort it out. And that scares me. Looking after 2 children is hard enough with 2 parents, but one parent looking after 2 children and the other parent all at the same time. And trying to look after the house, worrying about where money's going to come from in the future. Making sure the kids get the attention that they need. No, not need. Deserve. The kids, they deserve our attention. It all takes its toll. I don't know. You just get on with it, don't you? You have to. See, they've shown me how to do new things now for him at home, like change his tubes. He had to have a tracheotomy last year. That's a lot more work helping him, as well as helping him have a shave and a shower, etc. I think back to the day that we got married now and then. The day we became Mr. and Mrs. Palmer. I think about how happy we were. I mean, we still are happy, well, sort of, but you know what I mean. In fact, I love Bill more now than I ever thought possible. We all do. Jane would do anything for her dad, and does. Even though I don't like to ask her to do too much. I mean, she's got her own life to live as well, hasn't she? Do you know, I don't know if it's the fact that she's our first, but there's something between her and Bill that's just amazing to watch. I know that Bill struggles with the fact that she's so great at dealing with it all. Well, she is on the outside. I know that he doesn't like the thought of his child, his little girl, having to help him. But I think deep down he knows that her help is a necessity to me. Oh, she's such a good support with the simple things like preparing his food. I have to prepare his food separately now. He prefers it if it's a bit softer, do you know, mashed up, easier to swallow. Sam's different. He's a bit quieter. He finds it all a bit tougher. Tends to keep himself to himself, but well, boys are like that, aren't they? I think he misses his dad. You know, the dad that can have a kick around with him in the garden. But I mean, he will still sit and talk to him about sport, and Bill still teases him about Leeds United being better than Man U. Boys. Some things never change. To be honest, I really admire Bill for everything that he's dealing with. And we'll go through it as a family. But I just wish I had somebody else to talk to. Ever since I've left the salon to look after Bill, I don't get to see the girls anymore. Well, I suppose they're busy with their own lives, aren't they? And, I mean, we don't have the money for me to spend on a bottle of Pinot Grigio. But it would just be nice to have one night just to catch up. Just to get a break.
Lucy!
Coming, love.
Take all your chances while you can. Never know when they'll pass you by. Like a sum the mathematician cannot solve. Like me, trying my hardest to